Hi there, welcome to this walk around video of our 2018 Golf R. This is one of our many that we have in stock. It's on a 67 plate. We're just going to go around the outside of the car, go around the wheels and interior and show you a few bits. So for this front wheel here, you can see it's obviously got the 19-inch Pretoria alloy wheels, which were the optional extra for this car at the time. Tyres are still in really good shape. Nice to tread on there. You can see you've got the R badging on the side and it's got the brushed metal mirror covers. Coming around to the front of the car, the changeover on this car from the facelift was the front end, along with the rear lights and some of the parts of the interior. This time of the year they do mist up a little bit just because they're not sealed units, but in the summer they do dry out nice and quickly. You've got the cruise control radar sensor in the front badge now, so it will pick up the car in front and have like an automatic braking for you. Looking down the side of the car, as you can see, there's no dents or anything like that. We don't let any cars go out with major dents or imperfections. Coming around to this rear wheel, there's no marks on there at all, and like I said, the tyres are still all good. Coming around to the back, like I said, the changeover on the 7.5 was the sequential indicators. You still get the 4-pot exhaust system, but the new indicators have the flash like that. As you can see, with the Rs and the GTI models, you kind of get this like sportier rear spoiler on the back, so you get like a little lip spoiler there, and these like fins down the back. And coming around to this rear wheel again, you can see no marks or anything like that. Coming around to this front one here, the front side here, see no marks there, and that tyres fine as well, and the alloy's all good. We'll go ahead now and jump inside the car. The car comes with 2 keys. As you open the car up, you see the mirrors fold out there, and then you come to the main interior of the car. You've got the virtual screen up there, and then the main infotainment screen in the middle. Steering wheel there with the cruise control button, just like I said with the adaptive cruise control, and then all the buttons to control the screen up there. Automatic lights, and then you got your mirror controls there, door lock button, and then the window switches there. You can see it's got a slight blue light along the side there, which also runs along the interior on that other side, around that door, and then you've got it down the door seal as well. Have a little look in the back of the car. So it's got tinted windows from the B pillar backwards, so these rear section here, along with those ones there as well. When you're in the back, you've got quite a lot of room in here. Still got a nice lot of space, even though it is a hatchback. And you've got 60-40 split in rear seats, so the seats fold down like that, and you've got your space through into the boot. Isofix points in the back for the child seats, that's nice and handy as well. Then we'll start the car up. So as we jump in, see all the warning lights will go out once I've started the car. It's just telling me that the door's open. So you've got your navigation screen in the middle there and the infotainment screen. We'll go through that in a second. I'll just show you this main bit here. So all the controls for that main screen in the middle are all done by here. So you can change through the mode up there. So you can change what comes up on these parts of the screen. So you can change gear, speed, consumption. So these bits all change depending on what one you want it on. Audio, so if you've got your phone connected, telephone is where it will come up. Vehicle status, it just tells me anything wrong with the car, i.e. because the door's open. So when I close that, it will say there's no entries available on the car. Lap timer as well, if you're trying to race around town or anything like that. Drive and assist systems. So it's got the radar on the front, which will also, it's got like front assist, so it will pick up if it feels like you're going to go into the back of someone, and it will automatically brake for you. And then back to navigation, which we should be able to switch between the map on there and on there as well, so you can have the screen right in front of you, which is nice and in line with where you're looking whilst you're driving. And then if you want to switch it back over, you literally just press the button and it jumps back over to the main screen. Radio wise, you've got FM, AM and DAB radio. Navigation's there, and then the app button here. So you've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which is all controlled via you plug your USB in down there, and obviously you connect your phone up. Nice and handy to have. And then you've got your mode buttons down here, so depending on what mode the car is in. So you've got eco, normal, race and individual. So if you put the car into race mode, oh, just missed it. It opens up the valves in the back, and then when you put the car into drive, We'll put the gearbox into sport, and you hear the revs kind of pick up a bit as well. Just because the car's up to temperature, we'll give it a little rev. I'll get the camera set up quickly. For a standard system, they are pretty raspy. We also have access to get catback systems or res deletes and anything like that for these. They are very widely tunable and they have a lot of parts available. But yeah, any sort of interest, get in touch. Thank you for watching the video.